we have a rollover accident. This is at 75 northbound at Chastain. You can see the truck right there, and it's just a slow go right next to that truck as crews just try to just get around that. You see all the cars right here slowly moving. The truck rolled over. That happened about 30 minutes ago. Crews are on scene, so they expect to have this cleared, but it's not going to happen anytime soon. Now let's zoom in a little bit. Again, this is 75 northbound at Chastain, and you can see the incident right here. It's building back right now close to 575. Until it gets all the way back to 575, 575 is a good alternate. So you can try to go around there, avoiding 75 north by using 575 or US 41. Another area you want to stay clear of is by Spaghetti Junction. We're going to expect some closures, lane closures over there. One lane will be closing at 7, so we expect crews to be on scene, starting to do that in just a few minutes. So it's going to slow things down just a bit. So keep that in mind as you try to get to work this morning or wherever you're going. And it's definitely looking good. Look at all this green out here. I mean, I usually do traffic in the evening and you never see this. So I'm really excited about it. So hopefully folks are too. But there are a couple areas you want to be concerned of. There is some construction. By Spaghetti Junction, you know that traffic always builds in that area, and it's probably going to be even worse because one lane will be closing and crews are going to be starting to come out now to put those cones down. So be aware of that. And then there is a stretch of 20 from literally all the way over here by the connector that goes all the way back to 162 that you'll see also series of closures and lane closures on 20. So you want to be clear of that and keep that in mind and give yourself some extra time just in case. All right, I'm going to send it over to Rodney. Cars try to get past that accident. So the buildup is going to be really big, or really long, I should say, from the point where you get from the actual Cloverleaf all the way up. So you can see this is where the accident is. Truck rollover, 75 at Chastain, 3 lanes blocked right now, and it's just continuing to build. We're expecting this to be an issue for some time. Now, another area you want to be concerned about, in just about a couple hours, crews will be on scene trying to lay out cones for a closure that is going to be around Spaghetti Junction, one lane closing at 7. So we expect crews to be out there trying to lay those cones. So you want to keep that in mind. And again, a series of closures going down 20, literally from Wesley Chapel all the way to Highway 61. So there's going to be a series of closures, lane closures over there. So keep all of this in mind as you try to get around this morning so you can make it to work on time. All right, now we're going to send it over to. All right, for most of Metro Atlanta, it's smooth sailing along the roadways, but for the folks in Cobb County, they're dealing with this headache. This is a truck rollover. You can see it right here on the screen. And right now, 3 lanes are closed. This is 75 northbound at Chastain. Again, 3 lanes are closed, and the buildup behind it is just building and growing. Right now, let's move into that accident again. 75 northbound at Chastain, 3 lanes blocked, and we're seeing the congestion build all the way back past Big Shanty, closer to Battery Parkway. So this is an area you want to avoid. Right now, a good alternative, it's 575 or US 41. Other than that, most of the roadways are smooth sailing for most folks, but you want to keep this in mind. If you're over by Spaghetti Junction, they will be having some lane closures by Chambly Tucker around 7. Crews are probably already on scene putting out those cones, so that's going to slow things down a bit. And there are also some rolling closures on 20 from Wesley Chapel all the way to State Road 161. All right, let's send it over to good, with the exception of right here. I took the banner off so you can see all the traffic building up, but this is 75 northbound at Chastain. A rollover truck causing this delay right now. 3 lanes are blocked, 1 lane open. Even though it doesn't seem like anyone's moving, there is 1 lane open. Let's zoom into that again. It's at Chastain, 75 northbound, 3 lanes blocked, and you can see the congestion building all the way back from Chastain. Now it's actually made it to Battery Parkway. A good alternative for you is going to be 41 or Highway 575. And we'll send it over to Rodney right now for a check on our weather. It's in the highways right now, but right here in Cobb County, it's a headache for those heading north on 75. This is at Chastain Road where we have a rollover accident. You can see the buildup behind this. Now, this accident again is at Chastain, so this is where it is. You can see 3 lanes are blocked northbound, and it's building all the way back right now to Battery Parkway. A good alternative route is 575 or US 41, but it's going to be a while. This is a tractor trailer rollover. It's on its side and it's leaking fuel, so it will be some time before all of that is cleaned up. All right, I'm going to send it over to Rodney right now. You can see the congestion building. This is Chastain Road, right where that accident is, and it's moving slowly. Now, this started around 4:30, so can you imagine all the building that has been coming on since then? So just look at this. Again, Chastain Road, and 3 lanes have been blocked since around 4:30. And look, it goes all the way back. Right now, the building is behind Battery Parkway, almost at 575. A good alternative is 575 or US 41. So you definitely want to use one of those so you're not stuck in this, because that tractor trailer is leaking fuel. So even though it may be opening soon, it may be some time until all of the lanes are fully open. All right, I'll send it over.
Bobeth Yates, who has had really traffic issues all morning long.
Yeah, and this is one of those spots that's been causing headaches for people. I-20 literally was shut down till just moments ago. This is at 20 West at Mount Vernon Road. An overturned vehicle blocking the entire highway, causing some delays. Literally, the highway just opened not even 5 minutes ago. Taking a closer look in at the map, you can see this is where the overturned vehicle was, and the congestion behind it built beyond Thornton Road. So it was a lot going on right there, and I'll keep monitoring this and have another check on your traffic coming. Well, it's not looking too good right here, I-20 westbound. The good part about it is that it's back open, but as you can see, it's moving at a snail's pace right now as traffic just kind of delayed because of a rollover truck that was in that area. Taking a closer look at the map, you can see that the accident was here at Mount Vernon, but the buildup behind it went all the way beyond Thornton Road. But outside of this, everything is green, so you can go from top to bottom throughout Metro Atlanta without having any issues. But again, that accident on I-20 westbound that shut down all the lanes has reopened, and even though it's going a little slowly, you can still get around. Look at some of these drive times. Going from 75 north, if you're trying to get from the Brookwood Split, you're going to take about 11 minutes there. If you're heading south.
Bobeth Yates, and a look at our pinpoint traffic.
Well, good news. Traffic is rolling again. You're looking at 75 northbound by Barrett Parkway. Sorry about that. This is because of an accident that was at 75 and Chastain. It was a rollover. 3 lanes were blocked, but you just saw that it is now open and traffic is once again moving. And I'll send it over to Rodney now.